Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another pitch hack of the week this week. I'm Stacy with Pitch Tech Fire, and I'm so happy you've joined us to fine-tune and perfect your startup's pitch. If you haven't been with us before, we cover tips and tricks on pitching, pitch decks, investor decks, sales decks, and live presentations. So if you are a startup looking for funding or an established company looking for new customers, maybe you're even an accelerator or in an incubator program, all of you can find value in our pitch hacks. So let's hop right into it. What's this week's pitch hack of the week? All right, so this week, what is traction? No, traction is not the treads on your tires or the treads on the bottom of your hiking boots. Although it is, it's just a different one when we're in the startup community. In the startup world, what traction means is the success you've seen so far or the proof you have that your customers are there and valid and valuable. It's customer validation, essentially. So let's back up one step and talk about why we pitch and what our investors are trying to get out of our pitches, what they're trying to understand, and then we'll better understand what traction is and what types of traction to include in our own pitch deck. So investors, generally speaking, are looking to invest in projects that they think will have a return on their investment. So the company will be successful and the money they put in, they'll be able to make back with, more, right? 5x, 10x, They want to make money with their investment. That's usually the main reason why they're investing. There might be alternative reasons as well. They want to invest in women-owned businesses, or they're interested in this space. Maybe there's a little bit of impact investing involved, right? They feel good about it because it has some social impact. But in general, what they want is a return on their investment. Otherwise, they would put that money elsewhere where they're going to make more money with it. So how do they know they're going to make a return on their investment with you? Well, they want to know that your company is going to be successful. And the best way to know your company is going to be successful is to look at how successful it's been. So the very best traction that you can possibly show is that you have customers already willing to buy your product and how many of them you've been having buy your product, right? A little graph of how many customers you had going up, how much they've been spending on your product going up, something like that would be really, really valuable on, a traction slide in your deck. That's the kind of best traction, is how many customers you have, how much money are you making? You're already successful. It's possible, though, that you're not successful yet, or you're earlier stage than that, or you don't have your product out yet. So what are ways that you guys can have traction even though you don't have kind of traditional customer and revenue traction? So the next best thing would be pre-orders or letters of intent. So maybe they haven't given you their money yet, or they haven't really purchased the item yet, but they've told you that they will in the future. They have some signed contract or something saying that they will buy it as soon as it's ready. That's kind of the next best thing. From there, let's go down another step. If you have an MVP or a beta, you can have beta signups or people who have signed up to join your MVP. Maybe they're doing it for free now, but you have a ton of interest in it, showing that list of how many people have signed up or how quickly they've signed up, how many percentage-wise of the people you reached out to ended up signing up for your MVP. All of these can be valuable to show the kind of traction you've seen so far, even though you don't have customers yet. How many people signed up to be a potential customer or to find out more about your company, right? Next level from there is if you have people visiting your site, or maybe you've had them fill out a survey, or maybe you've had people say that they're interested. You can kind of tally that up. If you've taken a poll or a survey, you have some testimonials from those people, what they've said that they were interested in. Those are all valuable pieces to the puzzle of showing customer validation. The fact that you've talked to your customers, they're there, they're real, and they're going to give you money as soon as you get the money from the investor, build the thing, get to the next stage so that you can sell it to that customer. So whatever you can do to show that you have movement in your customer arena, you have proof that your customers are there and that they care and that they're interested in your product, that's what we want to convey on a traction slide. And that's really what traction is. It's showing what we've done and how successful, and proving that we're going to be successful as a company out of that. So hopefully that answers your question on what is traction and how to include traction for your company, depending on what stage you guys are at. If you have any other ideas on traction or ways that you've shown traction in your own pitch decks, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And if you have any ideas for upcoming pitch hacks, there's a link down below as well to let me know. And next time I'll answer your questions in an upcoming pitch hack. I hope to see you guys here again soon. Give us a little thumbs up and join us next week for our next pitch hack. We put out one every single week. Happy pitching!